Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, hi, hello. How are you from wherever you are watching from? I am Mike V from the Wrestling Society Network, and this is my office, but this is the Wrestling Society News. Hey, we're trying a new form of content out here for you, a new series where we bring you all of the latest stories of wrestling throughout the week. We are so pumped to present this to you, and we would love your feedback on it. So please, however you are viewing this, if you're viewing it on our socials, please leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think of this format. We're excited to keep it going here. This is not going to be like your typical pro wrestling news show, though. It won't be every day, mainly because I just don't have the time for it. But every Sunday morning, we are going to give you the top stories from the week. In case you missed it, if you want to catch up with any professional wrestling is what I meant to say. It's early. I'm tired. I'm sorry. But what's really cool with this, guys, is we're not just giving you the big dog news, right? We don't just want to do WWE or AEW. We want to be able to bring you professional wrestling news from every landscape. We are big on independent wrestling here at WSN, and if you have an independent wrestling promotion near you, please go out and support them. It's the best thing you will ever experience in your life, I promise you. The independents are what fuels us, really like gives you that amazing feeling of being a fan. It's like ultimate fandom. So please go out and support your local independent promotion. The reason I say that is because we also want to bring you news from the indies as well. So for us here at WSN, we'll be bringing you news from APW, TCW, which is a new promotion based out of Texas coming, and some other independents coming in. So if there's news going on in your independent promotion, please let us know, message us, whatever you want to do. It's going to be a really good time. We'll also be bringing news from TNA, from New Japan, all types of news to come to you for this. Before we begin, make sure you are subscribed on all of WSN's social platforms, and of course, make sure you download that WSN app today. It's free. It's right behind me. Look, I'm right there, I think. Yeah, there. I also do top 10, so make sure you watch that. Yeah, guys, it's free. It's the Netflix of professional wrestling. So many great shows, so much great professional wrestling content on this app is available on Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and Apple TV. Make sure you go out and check that out today. Anyway, I've been talking a lot. I don't know why I've been talking so much, so let's stop talking. So without further ado, let's get to the news. Right, so of course, the biggest thing coming out this week is it was WrestleMania weekend last week. And if you missed it, it was a show. It was something, some parts to see and some other things were that. So let's kind of get into that. Of course, the biggest story coming out of that is, of course, the Invisible Man won his 17th World Championship at the Show of Shows. Of course, I'm talking about the one and only John Cena, going on his retirement tour, winning that 17th world title, surpassing the great Ric Flair at 16. And that's a great story, but people, from what I hear, weren't really happy with the finish, including this guy. Yeah, maybe up for debate if you like the finish or not. A main reason to that finish, though, was because the one and only Dwayne, of course, I mean, The Rock, did not appear, and Travis Scott did. It kind of set up our hopes of, hey, maybe The Rock would show up for this and kind of finish this whole selling your soul storyline. Well, the one and only The Rock went on Pat McAfee's podcast show to clear up why he wasn't there. The Rock said basically he could have been involved in WrestleMania 41, but didn't feel the need to be involved in the storyline anymore. He wanted the spotlight to be on Cody Rhodes and John Cena winning his 17th World Championship. But story-wise line, did that really match up? Well, The Rock said the only reason he was involved with the storyline at Elimination Chamber was because TKO CEO Ari Emanuel called The Rock up and said, hey, ticket sales are low for this show. We would love to have you on to kind of boost those sales. Okay, but that really doesn't match up with the storyline because he wanted to pitch these different ideas throughout that. Anyway, so here are some of the highlights from the show in case you missed it. The Rock eventually wanted Cody to turn heel because of how smart he was. He pitched Cody selling his soul, according to The Rock. And Triple H decided to go with Cena instead. There are reports coming out now from multiple sources that it was actually John Cena who was the one who pitched the idea for Cena to turn heel at Elimination Chamber instead of WrestleMania, because it kind of matched up better with him getting this whole storyline sold to Cody versus himself at WrestleMania instead. Look, at the end of the day, I feel like there's always going to be this kind of creative back and forth of he said, she said between one, Triple H being the creative steam engine behind WWE right now, but also The Rock having share in TKO and being able to put his creative input into it. Of course, TKO CEO Ari Emanuel and The Rock have a good relationship. So, yeah, maybe. It still doesn't really line up with the timeline, but anyway, the biggest thing was The Rock understand that when people saw Travis Scott come out, they were kind of expecting him to, he said he would have quote unquote adjusted or finessed things a little more. You know, it all comes down to this. The Rock basically, in my opinion, should have been there. But that's just my opinion. From a news standpoint, The Rock quote said he liked the finish, but quote would have gotten there differently. Regardless of what you think, The Rock was not there. We got the finish that we got. If you liked it, that's great. Me personally didn't really like it too much. Felt like there was more of the story that could have been told here, but I guess we'll have to see when The Rock comes back next if he's going to come back at all. One report that came out was saying that The Rock was not going to be promoted for these next upcoming events, and The Rock himself on the Pat McAfee show said that he called Cody and John Cena after the Elimination Chamber and said, I quote, "I think the final boss's work here is done." That's to be interpreted however you want to. But moving on to our next story, because it kind of involves out of this. So, yeah, Travis Scott showed up at WrestleMania 41. What does that mean, and what is next for Travis Scott? Well, the report coming out of the Wrestling Observer newsletter as of yesterday, Saturday, is that WWE is in the works of planning a match of Travis Scott and John Cena versus Cody Rhodes and Bad Bunny. That's right. The celebrity flood is coming in, and it's coming in quick. Of course, we know Bad Bunny has been in the WWE ring before multiple times. Great performer. As of right now, it's being reported that Travis Scott is training with Booker T at his school down in Houston, Texas, to be ring ready. But how quick this match is going to come, we don't know. There's also talks of who else would be able to replace Cody Rhodes if he wasn't in this match. There's a CM Punk talk. If you go with John Cena versus CM Punk down the road, obviously we're running back all the hits with this retirement tour. It's John Cena versus Randy Orton at Backlash. You have to guess that CM Punk's going to be there at some point for the championship. We'll see. We'll kind of see how this is all going to work out. But yeah, as of right now, there is a planned match for Travis Scott and John Cena versus Cody Rhodes and Bad Bunny at some pay-per-view to be determined at this point. We'll see how that works. Next up, WWE, with some huge news that came out of WrestleMania, has purchased AAA. That's right, the Mexican-based promotion AAA has been purchased by WWE. The Wrestling Observer newsletter has more details on the acquisition, including more about another company being involved. That company is called Philip. It's a sports and entertainment holding company based in Mexico. It's believed WWE is the majority owner of the deal, but Philip has the minority ownership. There's no word yet on how much money was spent on this, although most Mexican news sources are reporting that it was in the $50 million figure for the total overall purchase. So, hey, I mean, $50 million for AAA, you get that library, you get the expansion of the amazing talent. I think it's awesome that WWE and AAA are teaming up together. I think it's pretty cool of what they're doing here. Sorry, that just went off my TV in the background. Let's just hit that there really quick as well. Let's hit that again. There we go. There's the app. Make sure you download that. But yeah, what matches are you looking forward to with this partnership? Obviously, they're doing NXT and AAA Worlds Collide pay-per-view coming up, so that's going to be awesome. It's reported that longtime TNA ring announcer and producer Jeremy Borash, who works backstage for WWE now, is going to be heading up the production side for AAA, with WWE, with now a WWE-led AAA promotion. So we're going to see how this all works out, how it's going to be set up. It's going to be pretty interesting, especially considering that AAA's world champion is Alberto Del Rio, and we kind of know how this all goes. Depending on how you want to talk about this too as well, what this means for everyone involved. We know that Del Rio and WWE haven't really had the best working relationship in the past. And also with reports of former AEW star Saraya, aka Paige, FKA Paige, coming back to WWE, possibly how that might work out with the two under the same umbrella. We know there's always been those reports of domestic violence between that. Horrific things. Alberto was definitely blackballed for a while because of that, and then kind of just made this reemergence in AAA. So it's going to be really interesting to see how WWE handles this situation, especially with everything like the allegations with Vince McMahon still going on. It's going to be crazy. After WrestleMania, there was a promo by the one and only Karrion Kross, and boy howdy was this a work, shoot, work promo, brother. This was amazing in my opinion. Long story short, basically Kross went on camera and was like, go after yourself, Triple H. I'm being held back and no one wants to let me succeed. I should have been facing AJ Styles, not Logan Paul. I should have been the replacement for Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton beside Joe Hendry. We'll get to that later. But yeah, so lot of stuff is the only word I have right now that came out of this promo for Kross. But it looks like it's paying off because it looks like he will be getting a gradual push to explore the depths of his character, which it kind of makes me laugh. This is Killer Kross. If you know Killer Kross's work, I mean, obviously Karrion had this amazing run in NXT, got moved up to the main roster, and I just don't think Vince knew what to do with him. Amazing talent. We all know what he can do. He was let go, brought back. So, hey, I'm hoping that they'll explore the depths, so to say, of this character and kind of let Karrion just be Killer Kross and just go on this crazy run. We'll see how that works. We kind of know what happens when talent is organically pushed. I'm hoping that the Triple H-led creative will help with that. We're going to see what happens. I mentioned Joe Hendry earlier. He was the big surprise replacement for Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. A lot of cool stuff that came out of that. Becky Lynch also returned, but as we all know and love, it's always the Raw after Mania where we see these big comebacks and these big returns, and the big one was this. The reports have been out for weeks that the one and only Rusev, formerly Miro in AEW, and Aleister Black, formerly Malachi Black in AEW, have come back home to WWE. Rusev made his return on this past Raw after Mania with new music. I mean, looking just jacked as anything. I mean, he's looking good. Destroyed Alpha Academy, was really cool. Had a really cool promo after that too as well. Deadline is confirming that Rusev has signed a 2-year contract with WWE, and also that Rusev's wife, Lana, aka CJ Perry, has also signed a WWE Legends contract. It doesn't look like Lana's going to come back with Rusev in this, maybe later down the road. We'll see what happens if they'll put the pair back together, but right now she's just on a Legends contract. So Rusev and Lana are back home in WWE. Good to see them. And of course, this past Friday on SmackDown, the one and only Aleister Black returned with his first and iconic WWE theme song, Rising Up, out on the stage. It was just awesome to see. Great to see Aleister Black back in the WWE. I thought that, and I'm just being honest, I thought that he did an amazing job with the House of Black in AEW. I wish they could have done more with that. I wish we could have expanded a little bit more on that. Him and Brody and Buddy Matthews were just amazing in that. But yeah, so his wife, Zelina Vega, also won the U.S. women's title. So that's so cool to see the two being able to be on the same brand. Great to see Zelina getting a push, getting that U.S. women's title. Excited to see what WWE does with Aleister and Rusev moving forward. And some pretty cool news here. Uh, as confirmed by WWE.com, I say cool, you see why. The Universal Championship has been officially retired by WWE, making it the end of an era for one of the company's top world title in recent history. It was debuted in 2016, and it is now officially retired after the merging of it. It was recognized that it was the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship as the Undisputed Universal Championship. You'll notice in recent weeks, though, that WWE has been referring to the WWE Championship as the WWE Undisputed Championship that Cody had held. Now John Cena holds. Man, I hated this title. It was just, I just hated it. I hated it when it was big and red when Mick Foley debuted in 2016. I hated it when it turned blue. I'm just so glad that it's officially gone. Obviously, you cannot deny the amazing run that Roman Reigns had with it. Really, I think, brought prestige to it, yes. But I'm just so glad they went back to just the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship. Even though the World Heavyweight Championship right now feels like the lesser of the two. But hey, I mean, what can you do? It is officially gone. So I know that we've been talking really heavy WWE. Let's bring some AEW into it, though. This is kind of like WWE AEW news, though, but it's reported that WWE is looking to, quote unquote, make an outstanding offer to current AEW star Mariah May. She's been absent from WWE programming since her highly praised match against Timeless Toni Storm at Revolution 2025, which concluded their feud over the title. It's been reported that May let AEW know before the Revolution pay-per-view that she would not be resigning, which is probably why their match didn't main event, even though it was a main event caliber match. And she's been absent recently, so you can kind of put two and two together, which is kind of interesting because the reports of Mina Shirakawa, one of her best friends, possibly joining AEW. And I thought that Mariah had a lot to do with that, but hey, she's 26 years old. She's going to be fabulous wherever she goes. She's amazing talent, if not proven what she did with this whole feud with Toni Storm in the time that she had to do it. I wouldn't be surprised if Tony Khan tried to make a really hard effort to re-sign her, but it looks like she may have her mind made up. May have her mind made up. Ha, look at that. No pun intended, but not pun. I'll be here all day, hopefully. Yeah, so it's probably why she's all television right now. Who knows? But I think this is the cool part of having WWE and AEW as these main North American competitors with each other, because now really the ball is in the superstars' court. And if it's Mariah May's dream to go to WWE, she can now go do that and get paid a lot of money for that. Or if she wanted to stay with her friends in AEW and kind of figure out what she wanted to do from there, hey, more power to her on that too as well. Now we got to kind of go into a more sombering part of the news. On April 23rd, 2025, at the age of 67, we lost longtime NFL and professional wrestling star Steve Mongo McMichael after battling a very long battle with ALS. McMichael played 15 years in the NFL. 13 of those seasons were with the Chicago Bears before making the transition over to professional wrestling. Of course, where he joined WCW, had some great feuds with Jeff Jarrett and won the WCW United States Championship there. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family, friends, and loved ones of Steve Mongo McMichael. Great human being, great wrestler, great NFL Hall of Famer. And yeah, just saddened to hear when anyone passes in the wrestling realm. So our thoughts and prayers here at WSN do go out to his family. But we will end with a little bit lighter news, though. We have very special announcement here for you. The Pro Wrestling Legacy Hall of Fame will be taking place on July 12th at the Center for Rural Development in Somerset, Kentucky. Tickets will be on sale soon. Make sure you go follow their Facebook page. Hey, you're not going to want to miss this at all. It's going to be a great lineup of Hall of Famers, including WSN's own Professor Bear getting inducted into the Pro Wrestling Legacy Hall of Fame. We're really excited. Hey, there's going to be many more announcements, really cool surprises. Make sure that you follow them on Facebook that you stay up to date with everything that's happening. I hear there's going to be a lot of cool things happening here at this Hall of Fame ceremony. You're not going to want to miss that. Again, tickets going on sale soon for July 12th event. You're not going to want to miss that. This has been, in conclusion, the first ever edition of the Wrestling Society News. Again, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. I'm going to turn my TV back on again. Download this app right here, WSN app. It's free. Catch all of this great wrestling content. And hey, again, if you have any independent wrestling news happening around your area, send it over to us. We'd be glad to report it for you. Until next time, this has been the news.